Hi guys and welcome to another vlog. This is the Creta which gets a facelift. It is, not yet come. However, the Tucson is a new generation model. This is the 4th generation of the Hyundai Tucson. It's completely different. It also gets a long wheelbase version, which is for the 7-seater, which is 150 longer the wheelbase when compared to the standard 4th generation model. I think it looks really fantastic, and when the lights are on, obviously it looks even better because they've really played along. We're going to look at that particular car, the white one, because I think white is going to be a much more popular color. It's available with 3 engine options and there are hybrid options as well. So there's a 1.6 liter turbo petrol engine, which is this one. There's a 2.5 liter engine as well, and there's a 2 liter diesel, and then the hybrid options for the 1.6 liter engine. So this one gets a 7-speed dual clutch gearbox. The other engines get an 8-speed torque converter gearbox. You can see the design, the way the grille has been done, it actually merges in the lights, and when the lights are on, then only you can see. You think the grille is all the way extending till there. I think the design is very unique, but these are obviously for the DRLs. The main beam is here, of course. Front parking sensors. Now this car is not equipped with a lot of features which we will get in India, like obviously an air purifier and 360-degree camera and stuff like that. There's also a 4-wheel drive version known as the H-Track, which has snow mode and mud mode and all these things, which again, I don't think this equipped in this car. This is a front wheel drive. So in India, we are going to get a lot more features because Hyundai will obviously try to position the car higher up, because there's an Alcazar which sits above the Creta, so there's no gap as such. From the side, you can see the length of the vehicle. There are lots of cuts and creases. You see there's cuts, creases everywhere. They've just gone too sharp and too ballistic in terms of edges and designs and effects on this particular car. The size of the tire, well, let me figure that out, but these are, I think, Nexen tires. Hyundai usually offers these kind of tires. 235, 55, 18 is the size of the tires. You can also get 19 inches and you can also get 17 inches. Obviously abroad, in India, this is going to be standard, I think 19 probably, maybe 18. See the wheel arches, again, body side molding running throughout the car, request sensors on both the sides. Hyundai doesn't offer request sensors on the co-passenger side. So that's a feature you can expect to be dropped when this particular car is launched in India. Really sharp design. I like the design. In fact, it gets this T-shaped lights as well, and then it continues all the way. You get a reverse parking camera. This gets a single exhaust. This is a 1.6T, 1.6 turbo. Yeah, there's a single exhaust. Faisal Khan's fingers of truth. Quite happy seeing a real exhaust, and obviously a lot of plastic here, sort of a diamond treatment. Rear parking sensors, rear camera there. Let's do one thing. Let's open the boot of this Tucson. Hyundai logo is positioned here on the glass, which is kind of unique, and you would wonder that a car so expensive does not even get a rear wiper washer. Well, you are completely wrong, because Faisal Khan's fingers of truth are able to find the rear wiper and washer, which is hidden. Take that, Range Rover. Yeah, it is a Range Rover copy for sure, because that's what Land Rover actually does. Here, opens the boot, makes this sound as well. Boot is actually decent size, but again, a feature which is offered here in the UAE is not going to be offered in India, which is the spare wheel happens to be an alloy and a full size tire as well. That's fantastic. That's the parcel shelf. We'll just open it for a moment. So in India, they're just going to offer us the 7-seater version, because it makes no sense offering a 5-seater version of the Tucson, since it's going to be competing with the Jeep Compass, and the Honda CR-V is already left as such. And they are going to position it at a price of this car, the Hyundai Santa Fe. Now let's do one thing. Let's get into the rear seat. I can tell you that space is decent enough. Now obviously it doesn't get leather seats. This particular model is lower trim, does not get a lot of features which we will obviously get in India, but yeah, seats seem comfortable. I think the recline angle can be better, but you can obviously press a button to move all this and more. So I'm just going to push this, and there you see the recline angle is quite a bit, to be very honest, and the floor is almost flat. There are AC vents here in the center, USB charging sockets, regular USB charging sockets. Seat belts get the height adjust function as well, and you get a handle along with a hook too. Okay, there's good amount of legroom and kneeroom on offer, in spite of the fact that this is, I think, maybe 10 more the wheelbase when compared to the 3rd generation model which is on sale in India. Headroom is quite decent, and under thigh support is also surprisingly decent in this car. The dashboard is really very awesome. I love the dashboard design. I think they've done a fantastic job. They've actually tried to remove as many physical buttons they could, and everything is sort of gone on a touch panel of sorts. Okay, and of course you get a massive panoramic roof. Center passenger has a head, and you also get a center armrest with twin cup holders. So yeah, it's a very practical car in that sense. Obviously it has to be, because it is going to be positioned at quite the price. I think on road it should be easily around 30-35 lakhs. Request sensor here. It also gets this thing, blind spot monitor, lane keep assist, and a lot of other ADAS functions, including forward collision warning and stuff, which is available here in Dubai. I'm not too sure if that's going to be launched in India, because there I think preference will be on features, tangible ones, instead of safety. So you can see door pockets are decent size, typical Hyundai buttons and controls and stuff like that, like very typical of Hyundai. All these we have seen in so many Hyundai cars, like all these controls are very similar, but the dashboard design is really attractive. You get powered seats, of course. Memory function is going to be there in India, it's not here. Leather seats are going to be there in India, it's not here. And I think four-wheel drive controls or modes will be there in India, which is not here again. Okay, steering wheel, again the new Hyundai steering wheel, which is actually quite nice. And here you get buttons which are obviously for the audio system. This is for that multi-information display along with for cruise control and stuff. Now you can see the instrument cluster. It's nice, actually it's different. You get a display in the center, but you know, this is actually the speedometer, and uske baaju mein they have put the fuel meter. No, that's the temperature meter, and same here, tachometer along with the fuel meter. Meanwhile, you get a screen here. This is a 10.25 inch screen. Now, in India, we're going to get a 10.25 inch all digital console, because obviously the Creta gets it, so they cannot give us an analog unit for sure. Okay, and these are the AC controls. Meanwhile, two USB charging sockets. No USB-C, that's kind of surprising. Wireless charging pad, and there is what? Okay, 12 volt charging socket. A lot of buttons. This is for downhill assist. This is for parking sensor. This is for 360-degree parking camera, I believe. And this is an ashtray. There's a cup holder here. This is actually the gear selector, so that's kind of different. Electric parking brake, auto hold function as well. Now the glove box is decent size. The manuals here are just too big. I don't know why. Maybe one is in Arabic and one is in English as such, and there's storage space below as well. So I love the way the dashboard design has been done. You can see the treatment, it's beautiful, that continuous AC vent treatment. Now this is kind of different, beautifully executed. Car looks nice. Hard plastics are not as much. Yeah, a little bit on the lower side. Auto dimming mirror, of course, lights and all that stuff, and this to open the sun. I mean, it has a proper big panoramic sunroof as well. And here you can open this, yeah, and you obviously get a proper light as well. Now I believe Hyundai is going to cut a lot of features from this particular car when they launch it in India, and add a lot of other features which they think are going to be India specific. Like, it doesn't get an air purifier, but it's going to get one in India for sure, along with 6 airbags and a lot of other electronic bits, and you know, the features which you get in the Creta and Alcazar are a given, and that instrument cluster in the Alcazar is super duper awesome. You can expect something similar in this car as well. And this is for the hazard light. Overall feel good factor of this car is very nice. I think it looks fantastic. Interior is really very awesome. They're just going to step up with the interior and exterior design. Of course, in terms of driving ability also, it's going to be slightly better, because you've seen the new i20 drives much better than the older i20. So this is the new Hyundai Tucson, the 4th generation model. Now you must be wondering how much power does this 1.6 liter turbo petrol engine produce. I think it produces somewhere around 180 horsepower of whereabouts, and top speed should be around 200 kilometers per hour. What do you guys think about this particular Tucson? I think they've just gone overboard with the cuts and creases on the car. Like everywhere, there's so many cuts and creases. Where is there a camera below here? No, there is none. But in India, obviously, you'll get a 360-degree parking camera, front camera, and the likes. You just can go and see the features list of the Alcazar, cut, copy, paste on this one, and add a few more, and that's what's going to happen with the Tucson. And I think it's going to sell in good numbers, considering the competition is very less. It's going to compete with the Jeep Compass as well. Now this is the Tucson. Uska bada bhai यहाँ पर है, Santa Fe. Okay, Santa Fe is not coming to India unfortunately, but it looks really nice. And iska और भी बड़ा भाई is Hyundai Palisade. Okay, the Palisade is not in this particular showroom. It's kind of disappointing. Yesterday also I went to a Hyundai showroom. I could not find a Palisade. It's kind of selling in good numbers. It's an America specific car. Okay, you obviously get a 360-degree parking camera right here. Let's open. The interior is wonderful. There are so many buttons, like insane amount of buttons in the Santa Fe. Look at that drive mode selector. Okay, it has got so many modes like eco, comfort, snow, mud, sand, smart, and sport. Okay, insane. Gear selector, all digital, all button operated, and yeah, the instrument cluster seems a little bit like the Alcazar. Steering wheel is not the one like the one which you've seen on the Tucson, and obviously you get leather seats, plenty of features, really nice fit finish, memory seats, and you get, oh yeah, that is the memory seat actually. I was thinking it's cooling and ventilation function. There you see there's good amount of space on offer. There are screens as well, and then obviously you get sun blinds at the rear too. I'm just going to put them back at the moment. This did not fit here, so we're just going to slide in. Fantastic, yeah. Hyundai is doing a great job with its latest cars, because it just feels so awesome. If this is launched in India, it's going to cost around 50 lakhs, because this is going to cost almost 35 to 40 lakhs. So where will the Palisade sit? 60-70 lakhs? Yeah, this is like Fortuner pricing. Another Santa Fe, it says H-Track 3.5 liter engine. The same engine is also there in that Van Starry, which I really like, which I'll quickly show you as well. Let's open the boot of the vehicle. Here I press a button. Obviously power tailgate works beautifully well, and power tailgate works even without the key in the car. Okay, now last row of seats, yeah, they might be reclined, or they might, yeah, there they are. It's going to be a little tough to bring them out here. There it is. But last row of seats in most of the cars is kind of useless. AC controls here and whatnot. I actually like the Santa Fe more than the Tucson. Of course, it's like saying I like the S-Class more than the E-Class. The Creta is sitting here on the side. So you can see the design of the Santa Fe looks very attractive, but you know, the Tucson's design overall feels much better to me at the moment. I think they've just gone like they're just making better and better design cars. Now this is the Staria. Okay, I was saying Staria or what? So this is Staria. This is massive. It's like a bus. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's open the boot. Here it goes. Oh my god, this is so freaking big. That's huge. That's what she said. There's good amount of space on offer, and you can easily recline the seat. Like I can just pull it here, ahead and behind. My goodness, look at that. That's so freaking easy. And then, you know, oh my god, I just reclined something. Yeah, I pulled the seats back up. So I'm gonna push them down. A lot of effort required, but you know what, 1 2 3 4 5 people can sit here, plus 3 3 6 6 plus 5 11. This is a freaking 11 seater, but doesn't get a power tailgate because this is more, I think, commercial or something of that sort. The Staria, there's a wiper placement which is beautifully done on the top. Let's see the car from the side. I like the lights. Look at the lights. Okay, long lights. The wheels are little chinto minto because the body size is so humongous on this vehicle. So tire size happens to be 215 65 17s. Alloy wheel design is kind of plain and basic, but the window area on this car is humongous. Especially here in Dubai, it heats a lot. So this is going to be like boiling hot. Okay, let's open this, and there I pull it all the way behind. So you can move the seats as and how you wish. I think this is like the highest competitor, but this window doesn't open. It kind of slides out from there. Yeah, can you see that? It kind of slides out from there, and then the last two windows also do the same thing. It's like a bus, a school bus, which is a little bit more comfortable with less body roll when compared to the Force Traveler, Tempo Traveler. And there you get AC controls as well. Maybe a panoramic sunroof would be nice, but since this is competing with the highest, the Toyota car obviously does not have any sort of sunroof, so Hyundai decided we should also not offer it. I like the way the instrument cluster has been done. You see, that's kind of unique. You can keep your stuff here, and oh my god, Nokia 3310 making an appearance in the form of the infotainment system of this car. Steering wheel is like the new Hyundai steering wheel, and 3 people can actually sit in the front as well. And there is a gap here. I don't know. I mean, so practical. It's like a cupboard. It's like a really very nice and practical car. This is the car which should be there in long distance traveling. Yeah, what the? Oh my god, there's storage space here as well. The sun visors are obviously big enough, but there's storage space here. That's obnoxious. And oh my goodness, it gets an auto dimming mirror. Yeah, it does get an auto dimming mirror. Yep. No, it's not an auto dimming mirror. Doesn't matter, you can't see shit from there, because when so many people are going to sit inside the car, you're going to see them moving their head. I love the front end design of this car. There's like sort of a LED. I don't know, it's not an LED, it's a plastic panel right there. You can see this plastic panel. Maybe certain variants might get the light, and the light placement is below as well. So guys, this is the Hyundai Staria, that is the Hyundai Tucson, and that is the Hyundai Santa Fe. So again, Tucson and the Santa Fe, you tell me which one do you like more. I think Creta, Tucson and Santa Fe are not doing a good job, because in between there should have been the Alcazar, but the Alcazar seems to be an India specific model which is not available here in the UAE. So guys, if you like this vlog, make sure to give it a thumbs up, that's the like button, and also subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in the next video soon. Bye bye.